welcome to the 5th season of the Markbridge Consult talk show with professionals doing well in their careers and businesses. I just want to say thank you to all our subscribers, everyone that has joined us for the last 2 years. We have a very special guest today, someone I've known for over 7 years. He was my boss, and we'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll meet him. Guys, welcome back from that short break. My name is Faith Afolabi, and I'm the host for this show, which is Conversations with Faith, with professionals doing well in Nigeria, Africa, and beyond. So today we're going to meet our guest, and guess who is he? His name is Dr. Godwin Atser. He's a development professional with the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture, where I worked for over 17 years. He has experience with non-for-profit and for-profit sector. He has worked on various projects funded by donors such as the African Development Bank, International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, World Food Program, and the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation. Currently, he's a project manager for the GIAE Cassava and Maize Value Chain Projects and the Advocacy Promotion and Outreach Lead for the building of an economically sustainable integrated Cassava Seed System, Phase 2, which is called Basic 2, at IITA. Before this position, he was a digital extension and advisory service specialist with the African Cassava Agronomy Initiative Project and a communication and knowledge exchange expert with Cassava Weed Management Project, which is CWMP, all in IITA. Dr. Atser is skillful in digital extension, proposal development, advocacy, training development, communication, knowledge management, resource mobilization, marketing, public affairs, media relation, and he holds a bachelor's degree in agriculture economics and extension, a master's in agricultural extension and rural development, a postgraduate diploma certificate in journalism, and a doctorate in agricultural extension and rural development. He began his career as a correspondent with the Punch newspaper. Well, I'm not going to continue. I'm going to let him talk. So, welcome, Dr. Atser. Thank you so much for coming on our show. This is actually the first episode of the 5th season of our talk show. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for that.
Yes. So, I would like you to tell us why you're so focused on agriculture. You seem to have a very clear career path. This is what you want to do, and you have stayed in it for over 17 years. Some people are watching, young people are watching, and they want to know how you started your career and why you do what you do.
All right. So basically, growing up, I used to watch on television some documentary. Basically, I could see some people who look communities, helping people and all that. And I said to myself, I'm going to be one of those that will be helping people. And I could remember one of those days that I was driving because I come from the northern part of Nigeria, and I passed IITA, and I said, oh, this is where I'm going to work.
Wow.
Someday to help people. So I passed and I went to Lagos then I was in secondary school, and I finished the secondary school and again, and I saw the advert and I applied and I said, look, I think I need to go and join these people to help people in communities. So that they can live better lives, they can improve. Today, here I am, doing what I saw on television. I dreamt about it, and contributing to helping people come out of poverty.
Wow. So there's power in dreaming, saying positive things and going there. Is that just it? Or are there some other things you did towards getting there?
Yeah. So the first thing is for you to have a dream. And then from a dream, you can sit down and have a vision. But more than that, you have to work towards that vision by getting the necessary qualifications that would help you to attain that vision. And basically for me, I think those are the things that helped me. Yes, I had the dream, I developed that to a vision, but then did I actually put it together to actually achieve those dreams? I think as at the time we were growing up, it was not very easy for us to get people who could help direct your career path so well to achieve that. So what I've discovered is that to some extent there is the hand of God that directed me to what I'm doing today. Because coming from a secondary school that the best students were pushed to go in for sciences, you know that when I completed my Form 3, then I was pushed to go and study sciences. Probably I tell people that maybe I would have been much better if I read something like history, but then I went into sciences, yes. And then the craze then was that, or the drive then was to become a medical doctor.
Wow. Yes. Those were careers that were popular at our time.
Yeah, I think for me, basically, I had a dream, and then I also developed a vision for that. But then, in order to help achieve the vision, was basically the hand of God directing me. Because as a science student, then during my secondary school, the idea was that you could read medicine or you could read engineering. Now, yes. I chose to read medicine, and unfortunately, I couldn't get that opportunity to do that. So I was basically offered agriculture, not really an area that I had wanted to read, but then I just went into it, and then I did agriculture. I didn't know that this had a kind of correlation to build me up to what I had dreamt before and the vision I had. And today I'm glad that that decision to read agriculture actually paid off.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. So guys, if you're just joining us, this is the Margaret Consult Talk Show, and I'm the presenter, Faith. If you're just joining us, please stay tuned. We'll be going on a very short break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversations with Dr. Godwin Atser. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, welcome back. My name is Faith Afolabi, and we've been talking with Dr. Godwin Atser, and he is our first guest for this episode of the season 5 of Conversations with Faith. So if you're just joining in, don't worry, you still have some of his talks to inspire you to take on a career if you want to go into agriculture. So Dr. Godwin, I would like to know, agriculture used to be something that was like gold way back in Nigeria. Right now, it's unfortunate that the government is focusing on oil, and I think they are going back, but I would like to know, what are the prospects for young people in agriculture?
All right. As I said earlier, I think I'm one of those that has been very lucky and actually blessed. Not really lucky, but blessed.
Yes, you're blessed.
Yeah. But then today, things have dramatically changed. And I think there are still very, very great prospects for agriculture. Now, if you look at the statistics that the World Bank, the FAO roll out from time to time, they tell you that by 2050, the world population is going to reach 10 billion. Mm-hmm. Now, it means that more people will need food. And who are those that are going to produce the food? It is people that read agriculture. They will be in the driver's seat because if you know, this is one area that we must eat. I mean, we must actually, that is very important, so to say. So people need to eat. Now, if people need to eat, then agriculture must play its rightful position. Now, if agriculture were to play, agriculture cannot be practiced the way our forefathers or our fathers were doing yesteryears.
Yes.
Things need to dramatically change. We need to produce in ways that we increase the productivity of agriculture. And
yes.
How do we do that? It means that instead of using rudimentary implements or maybe knowledge that is based on indigenous knowledge, we need to think differently. We need to employ scientific tools. And therefore, people that are taking the profession now will be at very opportunities that are in agriculture. So people that are reading things in genetics, for instance, they would need to develop new crop varieties that will be able to withstand the new challenges that we'll be facing. For instance, today we are talking about climate change.
Yes.
Now, if we need to feed the people that are going to increase, it means that new crop varieties need to be developed. And then we need the right human resources here that will be able to understand the science to grow these kinds of varieties. Secondly, we need people in the policy domain, for instance. Young people that will be able to put in place policies that will drive agriculture, because no matter what scientific breakthrough that you have, if you don't have the right policy in place, that will not work. And therefore, people that are reading the agricultural economics, for instance, will play a very critical role in terms of analyzing what needs to be done in order to create market, in order to stimulate demand and things like that, so that food can be made available. So I see very bright future for agriculture and young people that will be going into this profession as we move towards 2050, because if we need more food to feed, it is going to be more money. So the future is really agriculture. Not just the future, but even the present is agriculture, because this is where the money is.
Wow, you said the future and the present is in agriculture. You talk about policy, you talk about having the right resources, having scientific breakthroughs. So I can see a lot of areas where people can actually take on careers in agriculture. If someone is thinking and saying, okay, how can I come in? Where can I come in? I want to say thank you so much for coming. So what are your last words for our audience, for a young person watching and wants to be Dr. Godwin Atser? I know you were not a doctor when I met you, but now you're a doctor. So what advice would you give to someone out there watching?
Yeah, so if you look at my profile, I actually started off as a journalist. And because when I had my first degree, the first place that I got a job, then I was reporting, and at some point I was in charge of the agri and the food beat of the Punch newspapers. And I did that for some time, and then thereafter I went back to school because hence I was as a journalist. I was in that postgraduate diploma in journalism, and then I came back to IITA, and then did my. One of the things that young people they actually need to know is that you need to keep on improving yourself, because opportunities will come, but it will come and it will be taken by those that prepare for it. So you need to prepare yourself, and how you prepare yourself is to equip yourself with the right tools, go to right courses, prepare yourself, keep do that. When the opportunity comes, then you will be able to take that opportunity.
Wow, amazing. So
but if you don't get prepared ahead of time, it will come and it will pass by.
Wow. So has there ever been a time where you wanted to give up on this career? And what did you do if you've been in such a period?
Yes, I think basically one of the things that have kept one of the things that has kept me is that I have been motivated to support people to live better lives, to improve their incomes and all that. So I've never been actually felt so bad or maybe been discouraged. No, that hasn't been, especially when I go to communities and then I see people who will now have more thousands of naira to themselves, their crops are doing better. You know, that gives me joy and fulfillment.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming on this show and for being our first guest for this season. Sorry for all inconveniences. I know today's a public holiday in Nigeria, so we wish you all the best. We hope you come again on the show next time. And if you're willing, you can be a mentor to some of our audience that will probably want to reach out to you to guide them on what they need to do. Thank you so much for coming. So guys, we're calling it a day. I want to say thank you to our Dr. Godwin Atser for gracing us on today's show. Thank you so much for watching. Those of you that have not subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the link with your friends, and we'll see you again on next episode, same time. My name is Faith Afolabi, and you've been speaking with me as well and Dr. Godwin Atser. Stay tuned and have a wonderful day. Bye.